Hi, it's Steve again. I have another project. I had a request from the chief of surgery where I work to place a guitar in the operating room lounge so that people could just play. We had one there the other day and everyone seemed to have a good time. So he thought it would be a good idea to have one there permanently. And I'm going to create this guitar for the OR lounge that will be there for people to use and to play. And we're going to decorate it. This already is a memorial guitar. It's a Harley Benton Santos series C40. It's a Harley Benton Santos series C40 SCE nylon acoustic guitar. And I've dedicated this Harley Benton guitar to my dog who I lost last year. And so what we're going to do is place a buffalo quarter as a memorial to the memorial. And then we're also going to place some water slide decals. This is an Ed Hardy Koi for a Chardonnay wine. Then we have the little beach guy that was part of the hospital's campaign for something. I don't even remember what, but I love the little guy playing the ukulele. So he's going on, and I believe he's going to live right there. No, he's going to live over here. We're going to put him down. No, we're going to put him down here. I got to think for a second what I had planned. And then we've got some other things that we're going to put down the bottom. Let me show you how this is going to line up. And I know some of the purists are going to go ape because I'm mucking up a guitar. But let me express this to you this way. It's my guitar that I'm going to donate my way to the South Shore operating room for the OR Lounge guitar. And we have a warning sticker to go on here. Do not remove from the OR Lounge per order of the Department of Correction. Hopefully that'll frighten them. And then I have a caricature that was done by my son of me, which ought to scare anybody who's thinking about taking it away. And we're going to place that right about there. So that's how it's all going to look in just a little while. Okay, so we're going to get some water. I've cleaned the deck already, and we're going to go to work. So stand by. Okay, we're back and we're going to get started. And I think the first order of business is going to make them cringe. We're going to take a real quarter. This is one I discovered actually in the bathroom floor of the OR. I washed it, so I'm sure it's free of virus and stuff. It is a 25-cent piece, Liberty quarter with Georgie on the front. And on the back, this is a 2005 Kansas 1861 Buffalo. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a beauty. Tonka. So we've got Tonka. And there's a, you may or may not know about, it's what some people do when they go visit a grave, is to leave a coin on top to show that they've been there, on top of the tombstone. And I've done that at the grave for my wife, and actually for myself. So what I'm going to do is put some super glue with the brush on the back, return that to the scene of the crime. Then I got to get the buffalo facing in the right position down, and I want it to hit and stay. Just like that. So that's going nowhere else. I don't have any glue ooze, and that is only to be removed if I want to destroy the finish. So that is now where water slide decals you can remove. Okay, you can just dampen them, scrape them off with your finger, and they're all over. But here, now we've added a new element that I think some of the purists will piss and moan about. However, again, what it comes down to is it's my guitar. Ed Hardy is going to go here next. So we're going to get ready to dip Eddie in the koi. I really like koi stuff because I have a koi pond. And I actually have about 35 koi out in my pond. I'm way overstocked. Like everything I've ever done in my life, I never do it right. I always go hell-bent to leather and do what I want. But with proper filtration, we've done okay. This past winter was kind of mild. The pond got a little green because of all the thawing and freezing and refreezing. Bit of a pain in the neck. This should be ready to go, and it is. So let's peel this away, and we'll let it slide down, and then we'll start taking some of the water away and get this to stay where it belongs, or at least where I want it to belong. Oop. And I've already mucked it up because I rubbed both ways. If you're going to hold it on one side, you rub it away from yourself. And you do it gently, and all you really want to do is move the water out from underneath as gently as you can. And not over rub it because you'll screw it up. Oh my God, I'm already screwing it up. All right, so let's get this settled down if we can, and get rid of the wrinkles. And we'll lay my little Ed Hardy koi in the corner here. There's a little too much water. I gotta move you guys over, I'm sorry. Hang on a minute, and we'll reposition, and we'll do a little bit more wiping, because I gotta get more water out. Right now I got too much moisture under. And if you don't get enough of the moisture out, it doesn't dry out properly. And it'll tend to lift, I think, is the abject lesson to that. So, there's number one. The next one is we're going to go meet our little friend who came from South Shore Hospitals ad or whatever the heck it was that one time. Move these guys over out of the way. We've got to decide exactly. I think we're going to position the kid over here with the uke. And we'll start soaking him. I love the little guy with the uke. I think it's a really cool idea. A little kid relaxing on the beach playing his ukulele. Nice. I think I need to get some warmer water. After this one, I'm going to swap it. I've been talking and farting around too much. Before I started this and the water cooled off. It needs to be just lukewarm. Now it's kind of cool. Cool hand Luke. All right, let's get this guy going. And we'll just try to drop him gently right on there. I've got a gigantic water bubble under. Looks like an ocean under there. We'll see if we can sweep it out and sweep it away. And you don't want to put too much pressure with your finger either. Now all of these water slide decals that I printed on my printer Then I took them into the basement and I sprayed them with a lacquer coating so that they'll hopefully hold up better in the long run when they're exposed out here. Okay, so that's the kid. The kid looks like he's in pretty good shape. Spread the water out a little more. And what's the enemy of good? Better. So when you get it good, stop. Just stop. Because it'll shrink together too, you know, as part of the process. So I'm going to change this water and I'll be right back. All right, we're back to do a little more damage. The next one is going to be the caricature of yours truly. This was done by my son. I think he did it initially to piss me off, but I really love the way it comes out because it captures, I think, the essence of me, because I'm basically a grumpy old bastard. And I think that represents about as well as you can a grumpy old bastard. So let's throw this in the water and we'll let it soak. We'll give that a little bit of time. Take a look at Ed over there in the corner. He seems to be doing fine. The quarter we're not going to lay a finger on because we don't want to do anything funny to the quarter with all that glue super under there. Okay, so let's see how I'm doing. Am I ready to move? I'm ready to move. So here I come in all my resplendent glory. Nice mess. All right, so the bigger these things get, the more chance you are to wrinkle. So you got to be very careful to spread it good and get the water out from underneath quickly. And that's just what we're doing here. I got a wrinkle. Oh God, I got a terrible wrinkle. I've got a god-awful wrinkle. I've got a dangerously poor wrinkle. Can I get that out of there? The answer oftentimes is no. I might have screwed this up to the end all. Maybe I can smudge it together and make it a smudging. Oh, crap. This is going to be the one that was going to really make my day, and I screwed it up about as badly as I can. I put a full wrinkle, a fold under wrinkle, so it's kind of lifting off already. I'd say the S word, but this is going to go on YouTube. They don't like bad language. And I've got a ton of it in me. Boy, can I get rolling. I've got another bubble there I can see. I've got to get out. I've got another one over there. Well, it'll either make it or it won't. If it don't, it don't. If it does, it does. Now that these are starting to dry and the moisture has come out from them, you can give them a gentle rub over the top to lay down any edges that might not be settled good. Even my pickle puss is looking pretty good, except for the wrinkle. I got this whole edge here I screwed up. I may be able to cut it away with a knife and leave it down. Leave the rest of it down, but I don't want to muck with it any more than I have to. We'll leave it be and see what happens. Sometimes when you try to save things, you make it worse. And it might be okay if it was just left alone. Now, we've got to decide about the bottom. These are pretty good sized decals. Now, This is all our warning signs to try to prevent pilferage. There's a very good chance this could walk. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope people will respect the idea here and leave things alone. So let's do a dip. Let's start with number one that's going to go on the top, and we'll give it a dip. We'll let it wait a second. We'll get a nice dry towel and take a sipper. Drink. And that should be about ready to make the journey. All right, I don't want anything from this other than to lay down, lay down, lay down, lay it down. That's all. That's all we want to do is just lay it down and not get into any more trouble than we absolutely have to. Oh, that worked well. Let's see if we can get something else to work well. Looks like it's fairly well scented. It's drifting a bit because there's still too much water under it. So we'll try to hold it in a bare spot and sort of squeegee out the water underneath. Get that to come down. Pretty good. Okay, what did I say the primary rule was? Don't try to make it perfect. Just put the damn thing down and walk away. All right, there's one. Then we're going to lay that one there, and we're going to lay that one there. We'll try to do a perfect third of each of these. This guy, I don't know what's going to happen here with my ugly little puss. Let's try another one. Put it into soak. I suppose one of the other things I could have done was to cut up each word and lay it down kind of individually. But I'd rather have it all be one piece. Have the best chance of looking like it was stuck together on purpose. So let's give that another 10 or 15 seconds. And see if we can get this one in. I'm going to move you guys over, okay? Nobody complaining? Kathy Cronin. Hold on. Kathy. Hold on, I got to get you on speaker. There you are. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Kath. How are you?
Good. Just checking in. Are you coming to work tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to come for that meeting anyway.
Okay.
I'm laying down a decal. I'm working on a project. I'm doing a project right now. We're going to have an OR lounge guitar permanently placed. Dr. Wilhelm.
What did you say?
You what?
What did you say?
We're going to put a guitar in the OR lounge.
Well, Jimmy's still there.
All right, we got one more to go. I got it in soaking. I let the water get cold because I was talking on the phone. So I'm hoping this is going to work okay. Because kind of once you dip it, it's dipped. So that might be ready. Let's see if it will go where it's boldly not gone before. Eek. I don't want to push too hard on where the letters are because that can leave a fingerprint. I want it just to lay down, lay down, lay on down. Okay, so that's laying down. Oops. Did I wrinkle it? No. Better to be lucky than good. Shh. Oh, stop wiggling, get the water out. There we go. Okay, so I think I got a bunch of the water out. That one went down pretty slick. It's getting the water out from under, like the old squeegee method, that matters the most. I need to get a drier paper so I can absorb. Absorber the Geek. I think that was who it was. He probably had toilet paper. Oh, Timmy just sent a thing of the best social distancing person on record. Leave it alone and it'll go home, wagging its little tail behind it. So there's everything all done. I think it looks cute. The quarter is glued. The koi is there. The little ukulele guy. The grumpy old bastard is there. South Shore Hospital OR Lounge guitar do not remove from OR Lounge. You can probably read that yourself, I bet. Per order of the Department of Correction, which is where I may end up when I'm all done with this. This could be a criminal offense. I don't know. But anyway, that's the whole thing. We'll be presenting this to the OR in the morning. Thanks for watching.